Once again, we're live, and welcome to the Print Files at PacPrint, streaming live from the PacPrint exhibition floor. Lindy, welcome back. Your second one for today.
Oh, well, Grant, I'm so glad to be back here because I've brought along with me Jack Malki. He's a director of Jet Technologies. We were just on his stand looking at some of the tech, and I thought it was certainly worth talking about. Now, Jack, are you excited to be back at PacPrint?
Oh, good afternoon, Lindy. We're so excited to be back at PacPrint. It's been a long couple of years, 3 years, is it?
Yeah.
Feels like even longer,
Yeah,
and just to be back here, we very happy to see all the faces again, yes.
And what have you got on your stand for people to come along and see?
Our stand is quite varied, but the highlight is definitely the L350 SAI. So I was telling you earlier that back in 2015 here at PacPrint, the L350 was actually launched for the very first time. So it didn't launch in Europe or in Japan or somewhere else. It was here in Melbourne that they allowed us to have the very, very first one, and we demonstrated it. That one was sold to a company called DS Labels, who have recently upgraded to an SAI, same machine as we have just now. And their machine from 2015 has been refurbished and installed at a company called PDQ Labels and is running with uptime of more than 95%. So it's actually a lovely story that it was first here at PacPrint, that we're still doing PacPrint, and that it's been a successful machine.
And give me some comment on growth in the label sector for your business.
Well, to answer that question, I would normally think about the last couple of years and say, how have they compared to the years before? But, oh my God, it has been such a whirlwind where we cannot compare.
Exactly.
I can say that when COVID first started, our digital presses were printing around the clock, and were just, because people needed things now. And then as those lockdowns and panic buying sort of subdued, we thought that might stop, but it hasn't. So those presses, I mean, we have less people running presses, less operators, less young operators. So when you have a press that's so productive, people realize that that's the way to go. And so they've been just printing month on month more and more and more. So it's going well.
So by the next PacPrint, and I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be, what new tech might you have from screen then?
Right. Well, I was just showing you on our stand just earlier. So we've just come back from Japan, which was fascinating to go without tourists. Actually, it was really quite fascinating. Yeah. Where Screen have shown us some of the things that they're fine-tuning, getting ready to release. So that includes an inkjet 520 wide model that's aimed at the paper packaging. So these kind of things for people who can see the camera, and that's probably imminent, I would say. So that's really quite close. And that's very exciting because at the moment we're fairly limited to the 350. And then sort of we jump up to their real holy grail, which is an 830 wide, always water-based inkjet. And I mean, again, you can just see how brilliant that is.
That is excellent quality. Gosh.
Yeah. And in this case, it's just a bag, but obviously we're aiming at all kinds of different packaging. And so we're really investing in inkjet.
So from your customer's point of view, I'm curious about the paper side of things. Is there a growing demand that you're experiencing for paper-based packaging?
Absolutely. I think it goes without saying that prior to COVID, the environmental changes were, pressures were very, very strong. And then since COVID, it's picked back up again. I think obviously with the recent federal election, we've seen what people want. It's very clear whether we agree or disagree. It's environment is a hot topic, pardon the pun. And so paper packaging, fiber packaging is absolutely growing, I think, dramatically.
Yeah, and your sustainability story all across all these solutions that you supply is very strong, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. And we're not anti-plastic, but I think when we're promoting something with plastic, we're always trying to make it the most recyclable or having a recycled content or, because we recognize plastic is very important. But yes, paper and paper solutions are certainly growing very strongly.
Well, there seems to be some background noise coming in. So we're going to end it there, Jack. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Lindy. Thanks again. Bye.
Well, proof that we're definitely live on the exhibition floor. Well, thanks, Jack. Thanks, Lindy. And thanks, everyone, for listening in. You've been listening to the Print Files at PacPrint, streaming live from the PacPrint Expo floor and sponsored by Ball & Doggett. We'll be back soon with another live interview, so please stay tuned to this channel.